So 1981 was our big chance, and it was looking pretty good for a long time. Yeah, I was there. I was a 10-year-old sitting up in the grandstand with my mum and dad. Redcliffe, they were never behind on the scoreboard, except Stan Scamp was the referee. Not happy with Stan. The first penalty for an incorrect feed against Greg Oliphant, I think, came in the 79th minute, right? I think Chris Phelan, Mal Meninga, Loda Ratoy had come off his wing. Whatever the case, Mick Reardon almost had an open passageway to the corner, scored the try. And I was sick in the stomach. I mean, I was a kid, but yeah, the scar tissue is real. Every time I think back to that moment, I get that same feeling in my stomach, you know, even now as a 53-year-old.
1 minute left. They're running it. Phelan, Meninga, Reardon will score, I think. He's in. That could be the one that wins it. Mick Reardon's gone berserk. So too is the crowd. And that puts Souths in front. 11 points to 9. The kick to come. Could be third time lucky.
Yeah, it is third time lucky, and Souths were ecstatic. Great work from Phelan to get this side of the ruck. He knew that Redcliffe were in trouble. So did Meninga. Quick hands from Meninga. Bang out to Reardon. Reardon's on the spot to score the try. He goes for the corner. Toy infield. He can't get to him. There goes Reardon in the corner. That's the winning try.
And I really wanted to hate Mick Reardon. Yeah, that name, you didn't mention that name in my family or in my household, you know, thereafter. Otherwise, you know, you'd incur the wrath of your father. One day here at Dolphin Oval, I think Redcliffe were playing the Toowoomba in a grand final, and we actually lost that game on the bell as well. So again, you know, I mean, we're broken and we trudge into the Leagues Club. Fitting, I suppose, that was the evening that I actually met Mick Reardon. And Dad was with me. So we're going, oh, this can't be happening. You know, we've just been beaten on the bell, and now we run into Mick Reardon. Anyway, the moral of the story is that Mick Reardon is a really nice bloke and a good fella. And as much as we wanted to hate him, we ended up, you know, with an arm around each other and a beer in the hand. I mean, that's what it's all about, really, at the end of the day, is this great camaraderie in Brisbane Rugby League.
There's Meninga's kick. That could be the icing on the cake. The crowd's gone berserk. The players are running around with their hands high above their heads. And Souths take the premiership back to Davies Park for the first time in 28 years. The last time they won it was back in 1953. And Mick Reardon sets the seal on a fairy tale finish. Third time lucky for Bob McCarthy's Magpies. And they win the 1981 premiership and the Winfield Cup, defeating Redcliffe 13 points to 9.